What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about some more Darkhold counters. We've got Omega Red on this same Eternals and Emma team with Morgan. We're going to break that down. We're also talk about another character that I was doing experimentation with, kind of talk about what we can expect with them, the issues we're going to run into as we start to get these beefier Morgans, kind of break down the math as well. We'll do that all in today's video, so if you guys do find this video helpful or informative, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Let's dive right into it. So I'm showing here, this is just an OG Darkhold team with Omega Red, and pretty much the goal here is to basically keep Morgan on lockdown, kind of work through the enemy team. With Dormammu, it gets a little bit more complicated, as always, but using Omega Red here, I'm able to put Trauma and Ability Block on Morgan for 2 turns. Between my Morgan and my Omega Red, we're keeping that enemy Morgan locked down. Now at this point, I'm not running Skirmisher on Omega. Not that it makes much difference, because we're talking a 3 yellow, 1 red Morgan here right now. So, you know, this will completely change when we run into bigger, beefier Morgans. But just for testing purposes right now, kind of showing the concept and what we could possibly expect here, it doesn't seem too bad. And the other character I'm going to show also gets a really nice focus boost too. Possibly enough focus, maybe not. We'll have to break down the math on that. But yeah, these characters, you know, they keep Morgan locked down long enough for me to kind of work my way through the rest of the team. And by the time Morgan's able to move and she doesn't have that trauma ability block on her anymore, well, then most of the Darkhold team's dead around here. This is without Dormammu on the enemy team, and then this will be going in against the Dormammu version with Omega Red, and really, it's going to come down to the focus on Omega. Omega has solid focus in war. He gets a 200% boost to focus in war. He does not get that outside of war. So in war, something like this could absolutely work, but Morgan has incredibly high resistance. And we're not worried about the defense up on the enemy team because our team gets offense up. So the defense up and offense up bonuses negate each other. But yeah, you can see there, you know, almost killed the enemy Morgan and got her revived, which would not be good. But yeah, it's dicey. Also, one other thing, you know what, I'm gonna go back because I forgot to show one thing real quick. So one thing I found is that oh gosh, this is really blurry. All right, so one thing I found is that it's actually easier to not use Cersei's ultimate on this first turn. I'm gonna show you why here in a second. So enemy team's gonna move. We're not gonna use the ultimate from Cersei here. We're gonna use her basic. Just hit someone, get some damage in. This is gonna let Agatha move before our Emma Frost. And so Agatha will stun our Cersei and Icarus, and Emma's just gonna cleanse it right off. So yeah, if you hold off on the ultimate for the first turn with Cersei, that actually gives you breathing room to now come in with your Emma, clear off that stun off of Cersei and Icarus, and now they're free to go crazy. Of course, I didn't remember this when I did the exact same fight against Dormammu, and I derped and did the ultimate from Cersei on that first turn. So yeah, then I ended up with stunned characters, and yeah, it was a little dumb. So yeah, I definitely screwed that up here. I knew this time that I needed to go for Dormammu a little bit earlier. Played a little bit better, but also, yeah, big shout out to Dogbert. I should have done this earlier. Dogbert reached out to me and said, "Hey, try Omega Red with this team instead of Mr. Sinister." And I was like, "Okay, sure, I'll take a look." And I was like, "Oh wow, this was quite easy." Again, though, we will have to see how this changes when we get bigger, beefier Morgans. But there's an interesting concept here, proof of concept, that we could be running into something here where, you know, this team works really, really well. Now, also, we're going to save the stun. We can also stun the enemy Morgan, too. And that will potentially, with the other character we're going to bring in, that will give us 3 separate stuns or trauma/ability blocks that we can put on Morgan to keep that enemy Morgan locked down. So, yeah, slowly working our way through here. Oh, my goodness, yeah. Everybody's taking a hit. There we go. More ability block on that enemy Morgan. We lose our Morgan at this point, but at this point, we're in pretty good territory. We've still got our big 3 heavy hitters on, and then Icarus is just going to go nuts here. He's going to flip. He's going to blast a bunch of people. We're going to get some revives. Then we're just going to start focusing on Morgan. Take out Morgan. Then, once again, Omega's Mega Special's back up. So, yeah, at that point, yeah, it's not bad. But, yeah, it takes a while, and it can get a little dicey. But, yeah, this fight, we won this fight in about 3 minutes. So, you know, this is looking much better than the mirror matches, which are going to take like 4 to 5 minutes. It seems these matches with like Omega or Sinister or other character on the team actually work really, really well against these mirror match or against these Darkhold teams. Is not going to take as long to win as some of these others we thought. But yeah, you know, that's not bad. You know, there we go. Finish off, kill Wong once. There we go. And Strange is gone, and now we just have Wong left. And boom, done. So that was about 3 minutes to win that fight. Not bad at all. So the other one we're going to show here is with Agatha instead of Omega Red. The reason why is that not only does Agatha have the ability to stun, but she also gives boosted focus to Darkhold allies. So she gets a nice boost in focus. Morgan will get a nice boost in focus. I've been having to run Skirmisher on my Morgan to make sure I get that trauma and ability block on the enemy team on that first turn. With this, I could potentially run something that's not Striker or something that's not Skirmisher on Morgan, and this opens things up. But yeah, you're gonna see also our Agatha is able to go quite a bit quicker, because now she's getting the boosted speed bar as well from Morgan's passive. But here we go. Ability block on Morgan. Morgan can't do anything. Stun Morgan again right away. Morgan does not give speed bar to her turn or to her team when she is stunned. If you can stun Morgan, and I think this is gonna be how they counter Darkhold in the future, if they can like put like a boost, like a stun on the highest health enemy controller on the enemy team, which is going to be Morgan in this case, because Morgan has the best health stat in the game. Well, then you run into this thing where if you stun Morgan, no speed bar on the enemy team. Watch. So we stun Morgan here. And look, our team's moving and they're not gaining speed bar. So this is really, really interesting. I think this could be really cool. And this could potentially open things up to get more. Like, if we can find another way to get a stun on Morgan here, this could be really, really cool. And I goofed here. I really screwed up here. I should have gone over here to Strange with my special from Icarus. I do not want to kill Morgan. I screwed up big time. Big misplay. I just wanted that big damage in. You know how it is. And that kills Morgan, revives her because of Dormammu on the team, and now she is gonna be she's gonna be out stunned, and now Darkhold is free to gain speed bar. And this was a big screw up, because all I needed to do was wait for Morgan to get out of the stealth and out of the stun, and I could have followed up with Cersei's stun here. And that would have really shut down this team. I also screwed up another big way. I did not put Morgan next to Agatha. I should have done that too, because that way Morgan would be called to assist with Agatha, and Morgan steals 10% max health from the target. Yeah, that was a boo-boo. But slowly working our way through here. We killed Morgan again. But this fight's only gone on a minute so far. And we're doing a pretty good job here. There we go. And now we're stuck behind the taunt on Wong. Gonna finish up, gonna do some hits to Wong here, go through them. Again, yeah, strong Wongs, or big beefy Wongs, are gonna make this fight a little bit more difficult. So if you've pulled high red stars on Wong, nice job. If you didn't, better luck next time, I guess. Red stars still suck, of course, but yeah, this fight took about 2 minutes. So this was even faster than the Omega Red version. And against the Dormammu, this is not bad at all. I'm very, very impressed with how this looks. Now, of course, this is going to be the big question, is how viable are these going to be when we get to a stronger Morgan? And honestly, I'm a little worried about how well these will work at stronger levels. So for comparison's sake, let's do 5 red, 5 yellow Agatha against a 5 red, 5 yellow Morgan at this point. So if you're looking at resist here, Morgan Le Fay has 33,630 resist. If you look at focus, Agatha's a little bit behind at 30,867. She's got about 3,000 less focus. This is with Skirmisher, so she gets the boosted focus from that as well. So this already kind of has me a little worried. Also, you know, Morgan Le Fay gets another 50% boost from Agatha's passive here. So this will take Morgan up to pretty much the same level of resist that she has in focus. So, you know, it's going to be pretty comparable. So, you know, you shouldn't have problems landing trauma and ability block on the enemy Morgan if you're doing a punch across. If you're doing a punch up, it gets a whole lot sketchier, and this is where things get scary. It seems actually, for some reason, it seems there we go. Yeah, it seems they're not calculating power correctly for higher yellow on Morgan. That's the same resist stat on Morgan. So let me see if possibly. Yeah, so okay, so okay, that's better. Something must be broken with the stat table. So actually, I lied. Agatha has more than enough focus to beat. I'm gonna have to ping Ty J and Pimp Talks to let them know their stat table's busted. All right, so yeah, so it seems at 5 red, 5 yellow, Morgan does not have enough resistance. Possibly. Let's go back and look at Agatha just to make sure. Yeah, let's put Skirmisher on her. Calculate. No, okay, so Morgan, so even at that point, Agatha does not. So, yeah, okay, that stat table's all sorts of busted. We gotta figure out, I'm gonna have to ping them and see what's going on with that. So, yeah, that seems to be a bit of an issue. And then for fun, let's say 7 yellow, 5 red, and we do Skirmisher. Actually, I'm curious. I want to see if I change. Oh, would it help? I don't think I did level 5 Skirmisher on. So it's about 20,000. So that's not bad on Omega. I gotta go back and check Agatha now. Did I do it on Agatha? Skirmisher level 5, 5 red, 5 yellow. Calculate. No, okay. So yeah, if you put level 5 Skirmisher on Agatha, you're good. You're good at that point. Yeah, so it looks like we won't have issues putting the stun on enemy Morgan, at least on a punch across. It's gonna be punch ups that's gonna be a big issue, and we'll have to figure out how that works out in the future. But yeah, I mean, Agatha's got comparable focus to do the stun on Morgan, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue with Agatha. I'm now a little bit happier that I pulled 6 red on Agatha because this gives me a little bit more room for a counter. But let me know what you guys think down below. What do you guys think of these? How do you think they'll hold up as we get into stronger Morgans? Do you think they'll hold? Let me know down below. But again, if you guys have enjoyed this video, found it helpful, make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.